Hey everybody on YouTube, Hello Bella here, bringing you a video about sales for February of 2018. So February is over, today's March 1st, and so I wanted to go over the numbers and kind of talk through some of my progress that I've made in the last month or so. So as you can see here, a pretty great month for sales for me, $4,241.06. Looks like I sold 188 units. And really did a lot better than last month. So if we look at last month, I only did 2,357, so nearly doubled my sales over the month. And honestly, a lot of that has to do with sourcing more RA items and spending more money on inventory. I did want to bring up the fact that I have not even broke even for the year, guys. I have not made a profit this year. Just want to be totally transparent. I mean, technically I have made a profit, but I've put all the money back into the business. My cost of goods sold, or my cost of goods in general, including things like lunch and stuff, is $2,992, and so far my payouts are only $2,839. However, I will probably break even in the next couple of days, and the way I think about it is that I've invested a lot more money into inventory. So right now I have 783 products in stock. So you have to think about that in terms of what that's worth. And so I definitely think that I'm doing fine in terms of progress. But I did want to be honest with you guys about that. So, looking from a perspective of my bank account, things are not really growing there. They're just getting replaced every 2 weeks, basically. I get my payout and I put it all back into the business, but that's why it's growing, and so my profit margins are good. I would say that my profit margins are, I'm usually have to have at least a 50% return on investment to want to do something. I'd rather have 100% return, meaning I double my money, but that is not always the case. So yeah, and I still have to get I've got Mile IQ, but I want to put in my mileage, because I mean I can get a write-off up to I think 54 cents, and I've got maybe $500 worth of write-offs just for February. I drove a lot in February sourcing. But yeah, let's look at some of the top items that sold. Let's go to top 10 and take a look. So I told you guys one of the things that I wanted to work on this year was more diversification of my inventory, because I've got so much stock in books and I love selling books. I'm definitely known as the book girl in my town, but I want to branch out, and I really think that I've done a good job doing that over the past few weeks. So you can see that most of my money still came from books. 46%, $1,985 of the $4,241 came from books. However, grocery accounted for 12%, so that's pretty good. Grocery was $521. I've been sourcing, I told you guys I've been sourcing tea and coffee and consumable goods from places like TJ Maxx, Tuesday Morning, even Walmart, Target, Publix. All of those places you can usually find something to make a profit on. Next category was kitchen. I'm not entirely sure what I sold in kitchen. I believe that was those coffee makers, but the coffee makers were like $103, so that's probably why they accounted for so much of the sales. Yeah, because kitchen only sold 7 units. What else? Let's see. Home entertainment. Not entirely. Oh, that would probably be the VHS players, or maybe that would be under electronics. Home improvement, toys, lawn and garden, office products, video games. Actually, I'm pretty happy. Almost $90 in video games. So that's one thing that I like. You guys are probably gonna think it's silly because I never pick those up because I have no clue. It's just one of those things. It's like how guys don't want to sell women's clothes because they're just like, I don't even know where to start. That's how I feel about video games. And I know that it's probably not that complicated, but it seems so complicated to me. So I've just been picking them up and kind of playing around with the pricing, and I've found that even games that are priced, $5 merchant fulfilled, you can still sell for $19.99 with Prime. I don't know why or how, but like I told you guys, I don't try to question why people pay so much more for Prime. I just give them what they want. So yeah, let's take a look at the same date range. 1 year ago, I had only sold 2,866. So you can tell that I've really progressed. And the cool thing about this is that there's only 40 more units, so 40 more sales, but almost $2,000 more. So basically I'm starting to see a higher ASP, average sale price. So check this out. $23.69 for February. January's was only $18.50, and I had told you guys one of the things that I wanted to work on was getting that ASP up. I mean, ideally you want that as close to $30, $40 as possible, but the fact that it went up in general I think is a good sign. I'm clearing out a lot of my book inventory right now because I don't necessarily want to get paid, or I don't want to have to pay fees on a book that is only going to make me $3 or $4. So I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff. But yeah, that was what's going on. And let's look at the whole year thus far. I mean, I know we're only 2 months in, but let's just go ahead and look at it. Today is the 1st. So my sales goal for March is going to be $3,000. So far for the year, I've made $6,667.25, and the ASP is $21.51. So ideally, I don't want my ASP to drop under $20 for the rest of this year. So what that means is that I need to be a little bit more strategic in what I'm picking up, and being a little bit picky, because the thing about ASP is it means you have to touch more items. Like if I get 10 of something and I'm only making $2, I still had to do the same amount of work to list it and put the label on it as if I got 1 of something, and I'm making $20 off of it. So even if it means I have to pay more for the item initially, I don't have to pay with my time, which has become very, very valuable to me lately. One of the things that I've really learned in the past 6 months is that I am going to be the bottleneck in my own business if I don't branch out and hire help and kind of let some things go to the wayside. A lot of, like you guys know, I do a lot of things. I do merch by Amazon, I do Amazon FBA, I do Etsy Printful integration. Now I have this antique booth, and I'm just got things going all over the place. So, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like at some point your efforts become strained because they're trying to go all these different ways. So you kind of have to pick which things you're going to work on. And so lately my focus has really been FBA, and it's been paying off, I think. I don't have a whole lot else to talk about. I've been keeping these spreadsheets so that I can kind of see what's going on in the business and, check out what I'm buying, and just for tax purposes. But overall, these are my payouts for the year so far. The reason that January 6th and 20th was so low is because I just got back in the country on like January 8th. So considering all of that, I mean, honestly, I think I'm doing pretty great. And also think about the fact that I've got, let's see, $6,667 in sales, and payouts are only accounting for roughly half of that, around $3,000. So just think about that when you're selling things, because this number is great, but it does not indicate how much money I'm going to be taking home. So we need to get that number up. One of my goals is to be I want to make $5,000 profit per month after taxes. So I mean, realistically, that's like $7,500 or so. So, I don't know. But I'm growing, it's growing, things are going well. I just wanted to share this video with you guys and kind of let you know the thoughts that are running through my head. And a lot of times I watch these videos over and like maybe a couple months later, and I'm like, wow, I remember my thought process back then, and I remember how like I didn't think I was going to be able to do this, or I didn't know how that was going to go, and it went fine. So it's just sort of reassuring to watch these videos over again, and also kind of to reach out to you guys and let you know how things are going. And I really do appreciate all the comments, constructive and, sometimes critical, but really helpful. So thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Hope that you guys have a great March, and write down your goals and whatever you want to achieve, and you can definitely do it. So thanks for watching.